the staff member who be together 8-hour a day, 5 days a week, full time. And they need to feel belonging. They need to like each other like family. They need to be friend and family. That's what I would like to start my business with. And that's the first thing that come in my mind at the time. And then for the customer journey that coming in, I want them to feel like an experience the journey, the transportation, and they feel belonging when they're coming in. All 5 senses taken care of, because we're using a lot of 5 senses in Thailand where I grew up. And that's what I want to have. And then another core value I want is just to involve with community.
So franchising, it can help you grow, but it can also cause problems. How do you keep the soul of your business alive when you're scaling? So today we're going to uncover how to expand without losing what makes your brand unique. Welcome to the Business Behind Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Paul Sweeney, and in this episode, we're going to dive deep into the art of franchising without sacrificing authenticity. In today's episode, we're quite privileged with our guest. She's going to show us how we can learn to maintain those cultural roots, how we can build on those to shape a distinctive business identity. And we're going to discover some practical strategies for franchising while you stay true to your values. We're going to gain some insights into creating a customer experience that feels personal and not transactional.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me on your podcast. And I'm so excited to share my story. And hopefully this is the best one yet.
Absolutely. So you're listening to Nuttha Goutier. Nuttha grew up in rural Thailand where wellness was a way of life. Well before the Western world started embracing that term. She's actually the founder of the Sabai Thai Spa, which is a sanctuary for self-renewal, blending authentic Thai techniques with modern comforts. And she's been working on this business, this whole idea, concept for over 2 decades. She's grown the brand into an award-winning franchise across Canada. But at the same time, all throughout that journey, she stayed true to her values of care, consistency, and simplicity. Nuttha, it's a pleasure to have you on the podcast. Your story is quite inspiring. You've built a sanctuary for wellness that blends your traditional Thai, culture into that modern comfort. And look, taking that transition, that's no small achievement. It's quite significant. So let's explore a little bit about your background, because it shaped your approach to business. You grew up in Thailand and you've now moved to Canada. How did growing up in rural Thailand shape your understanding of wellness and influence the business you've got today?
Yeah, thank you for having me on here. And I'm so honored to be here. I can bring you back to the journey far back where I was born in Thailand, in middle of nowhere, where there's no running water, no power, no electricity. My grandfather is the first generation that come to that land and clear cut the land to make a farm. And then my dad is, of course, a generation, I saw my dad clear cut the land, pull the weed out to make the rice farm, and natural healing is a part of life, right? It's just, we don't have hospital, we don't have anything modern medicine. All the natural healing medicine is from herb, vegetable, and just the way of life over there. Massage is part of life. You're working so hard, you're cutting tree, you build a house from the tree and bamboo, all those stuff with your physical. You're literally using your physical so much. And then the massage and herbal steam, the beauty, turmeric, for the skincare and things like that. It just merge into daily life. What I like the most is, one is stuck in me is my grandfather itself, who have stroke. And that time I'm pretty young, I think maybe 8 years old. And then the hospital is far away, right? We take a week by wagon to go to hospital. We did take him there, and we keep him there for 3 months. My grandmother said, no, take him home to a village, and then we'll use the natural way of healing. And we stayed 3 months in the hospital, did not go anywhere further, and we take him home. I actually helping my grandmother every single day with my grandfather who have stroke. We wrap him with a herb every single day, kilanga, lemongrass, like a whole bunch of herb, and then we wrap him up every single day. And then after the wrap, we clean it out. We're using the coconut, the ginger, the turmeric oil, and then massage him every day, plus do the Thai technique with the Thai massage, pressure point, and the stretching. Less than a month, and he started to say, ouch. His mouth started to move, his hands start to move, and that time it's just like, wow. It for me as a kid to see my grandfather able to come back and heal, and then he able to start walking, able to start talking with natural healing, is what impressed me so much. After that, I'm just interested in natural healing. I learned from my grandparents, local village, and in local healer. I always curious and always ask them what this herb for, what this technique for, what this Thai massage. I always learn different beauty massage technique, anything related to the wellness. That's pretty much just what I was born for, I think. Yeah.
Wow, that's an amazing beginning. So, yeah, out of a, I guess, a not very pleasant event affecting your family, you got inspired and learned, I guess, the benefits of what was natural to you and to your culture. But it really was a bit of an eye opener for you about why it was so important to continue with those, I guess, those cultural methods.
Yeah. And then our culture also, we really care for our health and well-being because the hospital is far away and then nobody want to get sick. And also it's just a way of the mindset is slightly different when it comes to Western way here. For us, we want to do anything we can. We don't want to see the doctor until your final stage, right? We try to do natural healing, preventative, self-care, massage, regularly, anything to promote our health, to become healthy. And that is just a path of life that's just nothing special, just normal. And also just longevity, right? For us, okay, if we care for ourselves, we'll become longevity, right? It's just like car, right? You maintain oil change, clean them, and then your car will last longer. Our body exactly the same, right? If we take care of them regularly, imagine if you can massage weekly, how you're going to feel and what's going to do for your body. You might extend another 10, 15 years of your life, right? And that's just the way of our mindset, right? It's just about preventative, longevity, and healthy, feel well, feel good, and feel contentment. And that's this is a lot of philosophy of living in a village. And what I like the most in that time is also the community, right? Everybody always helping each other. If someone go to harvest your rice, people just show up. 20, 30 people in the village will show up and help you to finish. Even you want to build a house, people just show up. Nobody asking. People always be there and show up for each other. And that's another thing that I learned from the village, that I just life living is a journey of living life in that time is what I learned from the older people in my village and my culture. It's not about what your achievement or what you get, about your journey, your present, your today, not living with the past, not living the future, right? Just a journey of your life. That is how it just emerged into life. It's just so normal, right? It's just like, okay. And then when I come to Canada, it's just like, it's slightly different culture here, right? People have expectation, they want to achieve certain things. The kids have to go into, do hockey, baseball, to practice, pressure. And then it's a little bit different than where growing up, and everything is just more freedom, more creative. You have time to thinking about yourself, what your feeling are, what your thoughts are, and then we do not think about the future because it's not there yet. We don't care about the past because it already passed, and we care about the action. The action is always in English. We always thinking something good, do something good, say something good, action, good action, right? It's just that what we are living for. When I moved to Canada in 2001, work in resort, get married, move to the city in Vancouver, work in different spa, hotel. I just feel something missing. It's just that the warm culture I'm missing, right? It's just that feeling belonging. I guess I did not feel fit in, doesn't feel belonging. The weather is cold, the culture a little bit cold, She's like, okay, I would like to open my own spa. And that time I thinking, okay, I think what people need, they need to feel belonging for the people who working in the spa itself, the staff member who be together 8 hour a day, 5 days a week, full time. And they need to feel belonging. They need to like each other like family. They need to be friend and family. That's what I would like to start my business with. And that's the first thing that come in my mind at that time. And then for the customer journey that coming in, I want them to feel like an experience the journey, the transportation, and they feel belonging when they're coming in. All 5 senses taken care of, because we're using a lot of 5 senses in Thailand where I grew up. And that's what I want to have. And then another core value I want is just to involve with community, because I grew up with community in my village, right? Everybody show up for each other, help each other, people just being together. And that makes life become joyful, right? You become more joy when you have community. Your coworker feel like a family, and then the customer is feel like a friend and family as well. It's just enjoyment of running the business, enjoyment to see people laughing and happy. And that is my satisfy for me. That's what I want to achieve, what I want to create.
So that's quite a big change. The environment you encountered when you get to Canada from rural Thailand. And as you mentioned, there's a lot of things that you were feeling that you were, I guess you'd left behind, that were part of how you were brought up, what you learned, what were basically your identity, who you were. And then moving to Canada, a very different culture, very different outlook on life. I guess a lot more rushed. We're focused. We're trying to do so much, but what you've identified was the benefits from your upbringing, from your culture, from the belief, the belonging that you have, and how you could actually transfer that to the environment you are by providing a service. Now, you worked in spas, but you obviously saw something not working. They were missing the mark in how they delivered the experience to their customers. So what was one of the things that you wanted to make sure that you kept when you opened your own business?
When I work with the other spa, it just feel like a transaction. It doesn't have the memory, the journey, the experience. Because where I grow up, it's all about the journey, all about the experience, about the moment, about your past, right? About now, about you, about the whole journey. And that's what I see is missing. That when I create my own spa, that's it. I just all about journey, the experience. When people walk in, I want them to feel like the transportation to Thailand without getting on airplane, right? At the site, as soon as you come in, you feel like you went to Thailand. Our concept is like warm teak wood, like a Thai house lobby in over 2,500 years ago. And you went somewhere like, wow, you feel like you've been somewhere. Even just the first step you're coming in. And then after that is the site, right? And then the smell. We have the brand of the Thai herb. The smell just touching you is make you calm and relax, like the way that we have the custom Thai inspired music that we, follow with the heartbeat, the flow, and make people flow in and out. Just help you to relax. And the technique that we're using in a Thai massage, a lot of pressure point combined with the stretching, like lazy man yoga style, that you get all the benefit of massage and flexibility and joint movement, and it's amazing feeling, right? And then we have the taste that with the warm ginger tea after. The combination, it just feels so good, right? And the whole journey with the high hospitality from the greeting, from the beginning all the way to the end. After the end, we don't care just one transition. Where everyone that coming into our spa, we see them as a whole. It's at the health for that person. We not just, okay, how can we help this person to have longevity, feel better, become a better version of themselves? We always have the plan for them. Okay, weekly treatment, regular massage. After you go home, you do some stretching, drink a lot of water, go for exercise, and then coming back to see us again weekly. Let us take care of you on your health journey, right? Just maintain all of them. It's not just, one time and then transition and gone. For us, it's just really care, truly care for you, for your other, for genuine care.
But that sounds like quite a significant change from, I guess, that transactional model which you encountered when you first moved to Canada. That transaction, treating the customer as just another transaction, to a whole experience, which is quite amazing. Now, obviously, you've been successful with that. You've developed a really good process which captures that culture, captures those beliefs, captures that method, or the tradition, the natural benefits, the natural healing. You've been successful. You've then gone and created a franchise for your Thai spa, for Sabai. One of the things about franchises that's very common is that you develop a system and a way of doing things. How have you managed to keep all of that benefit, that idea of belonging, that experience, by moving into a franchise model where most people think of transaction, system, process? How have you preserved that identity?
For me, and that's the heart and core for me, right? Because where I grew up is a community based, the people genuinely care. And I just put this into a system, in a training system, right? Just a cultural plus training system. The first 3 seconds, how to greet people. And then just the message. We do a lot of coaching to the team member who come in onboarding. We look for people who have the same vision, who actually genuinely care for others. And then what is the purpose of our company, and then what we do and why we're doing what we're doing, and why you work here, why you want to work here, why you want to help people, and help the people to understand why. And when they understand why, they want to help the customer who coming in for Leo. Genuinely care for the whole journey of the customer, not just one time, not transition. That what we are creating here. And then now we have over 180 people, and they're doing excellent. And then we repeat for many locations, and many years. Because the whole thing is created. I did not have business degree. All I create from beginning is just from my feeling, my journey, the customer journey, the staff journey, just every step, just what they do, what they see, what they're wearing, what they say. It's the whole thing. Actually, I developing the whole protocol. Actually, it's a system, but it's just, I didn't call them a system. It's just like, okay, it's just an experience and a journey. And then just a lot of cultural experience and journey into that. And then I developed in first year in 2005, because I just want the customer to have the journey, the experience, based on a customer journey. And then I developed again in 2010, that we redone again before we expansion to 4 location. And we redone that, and we implementing it, is working again. And after that, of course, I want to be a mom. I don't want to open any more location. I just take a break and have the whole journey. I have 4 kids, and 2017, and that time that when I need to get back to the business. I want to open more location. I plan to open 4 more location. I done the whole system again, just from, receptionist all the way to general manager, the whole management training, and the whole training. I start that again. And that time we want to go in the corporate location or franchising. It doesn't matter which direction we go, but we create a model that we have the site that we plan to open, and we plan to open 4, but the COVID hit, we canceled 3, and we opened 1 template location. This 2020, we opened this location is a template, just the way the customer flow, the staff flow, the construction, the design, the maintenance, the protocol, the system, everything we implementing on that. And after we implementing, wow, actually this worked even in the COVID years. We opened in COVID. And after that, I would like to move toward franchise direction, because I want to create this opportunity that what I create here to other people. But for me, is really want to offering the Sabai Thai Spa in many community that other people can experience to what people experience here in Vancouver as well. That means if I can offering a franchising model. That means we can go faster, more people can experience, and we help more people to become healthy, better longevity. And that's why we decided to go in franchising. Because we decided to go in franchising that year, in 2020, we said, okay, before I'm going to do franchising, I need to do 2 more. I'll open 2 more locations on 2022 with a system that we're working on again, open them in the same year. We put one with a full training management system that go in this brand new location. And another one, we pick someone that have no training, young, no experience management, and put them in and get them to follow a system and to see if they're working. And then both work beautifully. Because of that, work so well, we said, okay, we are ready for franchising. Okay, in 2022, and then we redone the whole franchise system again, improving all the global training, the marketing and supporting operation and system, just like HR, accounting, and you name it, all of them. We spent a little bit of time doing that. We spent 2.5 years after we spent all those time, build a strong foundation, and we launched it in November 2024 for a franchising opportunity in Canada.
So that's quite a significant journey there. The couple of things that really struck me as you were telling us that story of your journey. One of the key things is that you, very early on, you took the customer journey, the staff journey, all those different components, and you created a system by taking your knowledge and your expertise and putting it into a repeatable process that other people could follow.
Yes.
Now, that contrasts significantly with, I guess, a large number of business owners who are unable to do that. They keep doing everything themselves. Everything relies on them. But you created a process and the experience for not just the people working for you, but for your customers, and worked on creating the best possible experience there. So you already had that documented before you went down the journey of saying, hey, we then want to replicate this somewhere else. You already had it in place. So replicating it from location to location became so much easier. I feel that a lot of businesses make the mistake of waiting until they make a decision about franchising or opening another location to then decide, maybe we need to systemize what we're doing or document it so somebody else can follow. But it's never quite the same. Was it intentional to go down that pathway, or did you? Was it just natural that, or maybe cultural that you show what you do?
Is it at the beginning, like I mentioned, like beginning in 2005, is actually not intentional at all. It's just more like it's from my heart to the customer heart, to the staff, and to the community, right? It's all about how can I get the whole journey, to sharing it, and then to be able to let other people to share the journey, to share my heart. I have to tell them, right? Beginning to tell them, it's too many people. So even that time I hired maybe 10 people. Okay, 10 people, that's a lot of conversation. Okay, I need to put something into paper and get people to follow it. And I started to build that protocol in 2005, right? This 2017, 20, 22. I have done 4 times now, right? It's like now it's just like the system get redone 4 times. Yes, or every time we redone, it's all refine, right? It's all tweaking. Okay, like this. Okay, we tweak here a little bit. We tweak a little bit here and there to become more robust, easier, nice to use, and friendly, adaptable to the new generation, adapt people from different culture, different, background as well. Yeah.
So you mentioned a couple of things there, talking about adaptation. So you've developed your model back in 2005, but as you've opened new locations and reviewed your processes, adding those little tweaks to the system, but you've built in some adaptability. Now, you mentioned a couple of different adaptations there. One to the next generation, the second, I think, to different locations, and I guess the third one that's really come through, and I think this was probably your first adaptation, was the different cultures that you experience as you go. many business owners are, I guess, unable to do that. What sort of key thing would you advise them on how to actually approach building in that, I guess, that adaptability so that they're not left with a stale way of doing things?
Yeah, for me, I know I'm old, but I is always adapting to the new way. It's kind of just always thinking, not thinking about myself. I'm always thinking about other people. Like, okay, if I hire now, I'm getting older. The people that we hire are younger. Okay, if they're younger, what the way they're thinking, how they're adapting it, how they're learning it. And then we have multicultural people that are working. Of course, we're Thai Spa, but we have staff that from South Europe, from Iran, from Philippines, from Fiji, and then we have so many cultures that are working with us as well. And then, okay, how can we get them to understand what my vision, a mission of the company is, why behind it, to be able to explain to people in different culture. And that when I start to work, put everything into our mass training, training usually it's more like why we're doing what we do, right? And then explain it doesn't matter what culture you are in. It's a person, it's a human being, and a human being, we all passive nature. We have the five senses, the sight, the sound, the feel, the touch. It's all about the experience. And come down to actually our industry, it's just a journey, experience. And then what will people get? People, what they get into the spa and get a massage and think, you don't get something taking home with you like product. So all you take home with you is a memory, right? It's the experience. That's why experience is the most important. Everyone come in, we treat everyone the same. We treat them the best, spoil them, and they are only one, right? That's what we go in. Treat everybody the same. Doesn't matter if people come in to see you. Doesn't matter if you're their coworker, your husband, your friend, your family, or anyone. We always, it doesn't matter if they're super Hollywood star. We just treat everybody the same, but with fairness. Yeah.
So you've taken, I guess, an experience, something very personal, very, I guess, a very strong culture, but you've been able to preserve that, even moving to, I guess, what in a lot of cultures, in a lot of countries, would be a very transactional way of doing business. As you mentioned, you come into the spa, you get your service, you walk away with product, and there's a transaction, and we're thinking about the end profit. You've actually, I guess, flipped that whole way of thinking, and you're thinking about the experience of the person that you're providing the service to. What are they thinking? What are their benefits? What's going to make their day incredible? What's going to improve their journey? So you've created, I guess, a very cultured, but a very principles-based way of transacting. I guess that's not really what we're trying to say. We're trying to say that you build it away from transacting, but you turn that experience, that interaction between yourself and the customer into something truly memorable, without compromising. Whereas a lot of franchise models really lose that customer journey. They lose that reason why
Yes.
in doing it. But you've been able to preserve that. How many franchises do you have currently?
We have onboarding 2 franchising. It's another one coming soon. Then we have 5 in under developing right now. And then our goal is to be 100 locations in Canada in 5 or 6 years from now.
And so you've got the franchises, but you've also got a number of your own locations that you're still controlling. How many locations have you grown to?
We have 7 corporate locations.
Right, okay, so that's quite significant, really, from your beginnings in rural Thailand to where you are now. But I guess the key thing that keeps coming out so strongly in everything you said is that value, that identity, that the way you treat other people is key to, I guess, your success, because you're very much focusing on your person.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Even I go to the franchise process of discovery process to find the right fit. For me, it's the same thing when we go over to interview why you want to open a Sabai Thai Spa. What do you see yourself? What do you think about this vision? It's something that would you carry it on for 10 years, for 5 years? Would you passionate about this one? Can this be your purpose in your life? We just find the right fit. And if people the same the vision that we have, and we find the right fit first. Like the fit is number one, what we're looking for. People can carry the same value, the mission and vision. Yeah.
So in growing, you've been very careful to make sure that the people who are engaged with you, the franchisees, team members, they're all on board with that story. They all have that value, the same values, the same beliefs that around the customer experience. So you've been able to grow without compromising. You've been able to scale your business, staying true to your values and creating a great experience. I think one of the things that would be great for our listeners to do would be to go and check out some of what you've actually been doing. And we'll put links to the website for Sabai Thai Spa, and also for how they can contact you and see what you're doing. We'll put links to your contact details in the show notes. But really, what you've shared with us today is so much more than scaling for growth. You've scaled for, creating not just something of value, but you've really made a contribution to other people's lives in what you've done. And that, being able to do that without compromising is an incredible achievement.
Yeah, I clearly want to, for me, it's from my heart, and I want people to carry the same way, same vision, same heart. And you don't have to lose your heart to do the business. You can continue to do business with your heart and purpose and persistence and passion, and then you will enjoy. Like the whole thing can be joy, right? Like for me, joy live in the moment and everywhere and everything you do. It's just a way how you see in different eye, different lens, and then just how we bring it out into our life. And so far, we very enjoy. We have a lot of interest. We have over 1,400 inquiry in our brand. A lot of interest. We say no many. We will say yes many as well. And then we'll be everywhere very soon. And with our training, with global training, like I said, LMS training can speak any language. Like even we hiring different people, they can speak Chinese, Japanese, or Korean, and everything that people that learning, if they want to learn deeper in their own language, they actually can go through the whole journey with their language, or they can select English as well, right? And then that help them to deeper understanding why we're doing what we're doing.
Fantastic. Nuttha, it's been fantastic what you shared with us. I'm really inspired, and I'm sure our listeners are as well, about how you can continue to grow your business and scale it without compromising on your values and on that heart journey. And then if you're just listening to the interview today, one thing you've missed is the smile that Nuttha's been sharing with us the whole interview, and how passionate she is about her experience and sharing that with other people has been absolutely fantastic. I encourage you to go back if you've just been listening, go and watch the video, but also share this with other people that can get inspired as well and help them in their journey to grow a great successful business with heart and with values. And Nuttha, thank you again for sharing with us on the Business Behind Your Business podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here today.